This week, the cookies we're going to be trying from Crumbl Cookies are the Minion Confetti, the Yellow Sugar, Mooncake, Dirt Cake featuring Otto, and Banana Cream Pie. So we're going to try the confetti cookie first. It is a confetti cookie decorated with yellow sprinkles. So just a regular sugar cookie with sprinkles. Okay. And you know we have stories to tell you each week at the end of the video.
We always save it for the end.
Yeah, at the end of the video, there's another one.
Just in case you want to not watch that.
Mm-hmm. It's a very basic sugar cookie.
Mm-hmm. I do like the crisp, like outer edge.
Mm-hmm.
It's very crispy.
It is. It's not a ooey gooey cookie. I can really taste like the flour that they use to bake with. It is truly a traditional sugar cookies.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the sprinkles did not add anything whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Just for looks.
It's for looks alone, yeah. If you like a sugar cookie, then you might like that.
Yeah, if your favorite's a sugar cookie and maybe the frosting is too sweet for you, then that would be
there you go. For me, I miss the frosting, but this one is the yellow sugar. It is another sugar cookie, so probably the same cookie, topped with yellow vanilla frosting. So
this is like their pink sugar, except it's yellow.
Well, but the pink sugar they have added
almond. I thought that one said almond too.
It doesn't say it.
When I looked on the
app,
on the app it does.
On the app it does. Okay, because this is on their Instagram is where I get this information. Now the Mooncake has almond filling.
Oh, maybe that was the one.
Okay.
I remember one of them saying almond. That's good. Again, it's your basic sugar cookie. That one's softer though, texture-wise, whereas the sprinkle one had a crisp, like outer edge. This one's all soft and it's sweeter.
And I don't taste any almond.
I don't really do.
No, I mean if it was supposed to, I don't know that it was or it wasn't, but you don't taste. It tastes exactly like the one before it as far as the cookie goes.
Flavor-wise, it's very similar.
The frosting adds a little bit of sweetness. I wouldn't say it's a ton of sweetness because... No,
but it is sweet.
It is sweet, but a lot of times it depends on how they pipe it on too. Mm-hmm. If they pipe it on like this and that great
like
big thick swirl, yes, like the one coming up, then it's different than how this one's done.
This one's spread.
This one is spread, so it's thinner. So it is sweet, but it's not as sweet.
Right.
But once again, it is just a plain sugar cookie with yellow frosting. Okay, the next one.
It looks like it'd be peanut butter from the looks of it.
It does. It is called Mooncake, and it's stamped. It's a stamped golden cookie, and it has a creamy almond filling. So this might be the one you thought was supposed to be almond. And this one seems a lot thicker.
Yeah, I got the thick side too. There was one side was thicker than the other, but I got the thick side.
I do not taste almond. Do you?
Mm-mm. That's a different flavor cookie though. I didn't get the cream at all, really. The flavor.
No, not at all. Yeah, I was gonna say I would like to try more of that cream because I had white in mine, but
There.
Thank you.
Huh? It again, I hate to say it kind of tastes like a sugar cookie. I think it's a little different. It does have a little slightly different flavor, but
with the sugar cookies, especially the first one, because it was just covered with sprinkles, you really tasted the flour that it was cooked with. The second one, the sweetness kind of covered it up. This doesn't taste like sugar cookie, but it's very, very just...
The flat flavor.
Yeah.
I do get a little
There's
bit.
not much there.
I do
don't
get a
any
touch of the
almond.
almond.
I don't get any.
Teeny tiny little
Absolutely no almond. That is extremely plain for me, and I hate to say that because I love how thick it is. It has, the texture itself is great, but I would not get that cookie. That's just me. I would not get that.
He's not.
What in the world are you doing?
It's not edible.
Can't eat
It's plastic. I'm sure
yeah.
it just says Disney or
Yeah,
whoever
you can't
Minions
eat
are.
them. This
He's
one
plastic.
is the Dirt Cake featuring Otto. And it has chocolate, fudge, and cookies and cream flavors, all topped with Otto. This is Otto. He's a minion. And his beloved pet rock.
Yeah, if you watch the movie, you would know. I gave you a rock.
Oh, I got a rock.
See how thick that frosting is, though?
If you don't know what movie that was in, then I'm sad. I got a rock. Well, it's not a movie.
It's a show.
It was
It's a
a show.
special.
You can't tell people, though. They have to know. You have to say
Back
it.
in the day, there was a special that only came on once a year.
Yeah, now you can watch it anytime you want, probably.
Oh, I'm sure it's streaming somewhere. I want to see what that rock is by itself. Chocolate rock. That's what I thought it was.
It's very dark. The cookie itself is it's a bitter chocolate. That's what it
It's a
tastes
darker
like.
chocolate.
It tastes like a bitter chocolate.
Got
but
sweet,
then
a lot of sweetness though.
I think the frosting makes it sweet. I think that's where it gets its sweetness, is the frosting.
Very smooth, creamy frosting too.
That the frosting, if they didn't have that like milk chocolate frosting, it would be a very, very bitter cookie. That is a bitter cookie.
I like it though.
That surprises me that you like that,
I'll tell you what.
because you're funny about bitter.
First of all, it tastes like a brownie.
It tastes dark, like a dark chocolate brownie.
But then you add the frosting on there and it bumps it up. I'll tell you what, like because the three that we tried before that were all basically the same plain sugar cookie.
They were
Kind of. With a
Basically,
variation of a little bit.
yeah.
But ultimately they were still sugar cookies.
very basic cookies, yes.
So there wasn't any complexity of flavors at all in any of these, really. It was just a plain flavor. The chocolate has a lot of depth and like different things going on all at one time.
It's hard to believe that these cost as much as those,
I know.
because
Yeah, you can get that plain old iced sugar cookie and it costs the same amount as this one.
I definitely don't think that's equal. That should not.
Cost wise.
No, that doesn't make sense to me, because especially the one with the sprinkles. You should not have to pay as much for that one. I know, but
They're just that one's just a sugar cookie rolled around in sprinkles. And
I mean, really, I okay.
I'm not giving you the cookie
Why not?
because you want a picture.
No, I'm fine. It looks like a Nilla wafer.
It's exactly.
Banana cream pie. Smooth banana pudding in a pie crust topped with a wafer.
It looks like, here, I'll let you grab that one. It looks like it has a piece of banana right there
Okay.
that might fall off.
Like a real
Okay.
banana?
Yeah, it looks like it has a nice slice of banana. Looks
Yep.
like it.
It's real banana to me.
Mm-hmm. This cookie is like, they put a dip in the middle, so it'd be like a pie. It's got the center dipped in, and then it's really got basically banana pie filling in the middle.
I like the banana part, and I really like the
filling part.
filling, but I don't like the cookie. It's tough. It's really tough.
It's very dense. And
Yes.
it's not, it doesn't have much flavor, honestly.
It's tough and yeah. I didn't care, but I do like the pudding part, because it actually, I got a piece of banana, so you taste the banana.
That cookie tastes like the exact same cookie as the iced one,
It's just a different shape.
just different shape. I mean,
Yeah.
the flavor of that is a sugar cookie. But yeah, the banana part, and it's actually really good. I like the banana.
Mm-hmm. You know, some weeks are wonderful, and I think the flavors are like, I would say, go get these, and these are worth it, and you can't miss it. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I would not go back and get any of these. None of them. None of them.
The chocolate one I really liked.
I know you do.
I really like the chocolate.
I did not.
It's just, but they've done the brownies before. It's basically the same thing as the chocolate.
To me,
brownie.
that seemed darker. That was very
but
bitter.
But it was so sweet. See, I didn't get
bitter sweet. Did you just eat the cookie?
No, I ate frosting and cookie.
Okay, here, look. Here's just cookie. Without all that milk chocolate frosting.
No, who's going to eat just the cookie?
Well, I eat different parts.
Crazy people.
At different times.
Yeah, but that's, you're an axe murderer in the making, for
that's me.
eating cookies like that.
Yeah.
It is darker. It still
is.
reminds me of a brownie, though.
Uh-huh.
If you eat that and the frosting together, it's fine.
Right.
I like it. I don't like it by itself. I agree.
No, by itself, it's very, very dark. That's just my personal opinion.
No, I agree. Would I go spend money this week? Probably not.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
But if you had to pick one,
if I had to pick one, I'd probably get the chocolate one.
If I
or the banana, you know what, the banana one, as long as I'm eating the cookie and the banana together, I really did like it too.
Yeah, that could
But you have to get the filling as well.
If I had to pick one, and I mean, I'm making myself pick one because I truly, with all my heart, don't want any of them. I would pick the one with the yellow frosting.
The frosting,
I guess.
Yeah, which is very similar to their pink one.
Yeah, it's just not as sweet.
And they still did have their chocolate chip one this week as well.
They did have the chocolate chip. This, like I said, sometimes you get a week that is just absolutely wonderful, and sometimes you don't. And that banana pudding one, I get that you like the filling, and I do too. But the cookie itself is so dense and tough that I just did not care for it. And they're very similar cookies this week. You've got, sugar, basically, because I couldn't taste any almond, and another sugar. So they're just very similar this week. So do you want to tell what happened this morning?
So I always check the app first thing in the morning because I have been burned before of it saying not available.
And we've been told, check your app. If you check your app.
And I've done that before and looked and it's like, oh, it's not available. And I've waited a little while before I went. So I checked. Everything was available, so I'm good to go. So I drive over. It's a 25-minute drive.
It's a 25-minute drive, yes.
So I drive over. I get there.
And it was raining. So in the rain,
that doesn't bother me any.
Kevin's driving through. Well, but it's riskier.
I put my order in, put my order on my cookies, pay for it, and they're boxing them up. They box up, since I got 5, I did a 4 and a 1. So they put 3 of the 4 cookies in the long box, and they put the sugar cookie in the single box, which is what I picked. And then she turns around and says to me, we don't have the dirt cake cookie right now. And I'm like, okay, why did you go to the trouble of doing all that and then tell me you don't have the dirt cake cookie?
They're hoping you'll say,
I'll just throw a chocolate chip in there.
That's what they're hoping for.
Which some people would if they're not doing reviews. Maybe you would.
Right.
So I said, do you know how long it's going to be? And she goes, it's going to be probably this afternoon sometime. And she said, we're waiting on the little rocks. That's all they were waiting on was the little rocks, the little chocolate rocks. They had the Minion, they had the little Otto, they had the cookie, they had the frosting, they had all that stuff. They were just waiting on the rocks. I said, is there any way you could give me the cookie without the rocks? Because I'd be perfectly fine. I would just say, it's supposed to be with rocks.
We don't care if we get a rock.
She said, we haven't got them in the oven because we knew we didn't have the rocks, so we haven't baked any of them yet. So she said, we just put them in the oven. I said, well, how long will it be before they're ready? And she goes, it'll be at least 40 minutes because she said they have to bake them and they have to
wait for them to cool
and then do all the other stuff. Yeah. And I'm thinking, 40 minutes. I said, okay, well, just refund me. So they gave me my money back, which is nice. So I'm not complaining about that part. They popped and instantly gave me my money back. And they actually gave me my money back and gave me a free 4-pack.
They did.
For the trouble.
They didn't have to do that.
So they did do that. I'm glad they did that. But I wish all they had to do is update their app and say not available. I would have waited. I would have waited, and it was still available all the way up to the time I called them and said, "Do you have it yet?" And they said, "Yes, we just got these in." So, yeah, it was available all morning long. They never did change it to not available.
They never updated the app, so
the app's kind of useless.
I've had people tell me or say to me, "I don't go until I check their app." I wanted you to hear the story because it might not do you any good. You might check the app and it might say it's there and it's not there. They still don't have it. So did they show you the cookies?
No, they haven't shown me the cookies since that 1 week. And it was fairly clean today. They did have a few. They did have a few pans where they were making stuff, but it wasn't dirty.
I mean, that's normal.
Didn't have junk and crumbs everywhere.
Right, that's completely normal.
It was just prep stuff. It wasn't anything else. So
so just normal.
I would say it was clean today.
Yeah, well, that's great. Yeah. But I did want you all to hear that story just because, I know a lot of you are traveling from out of town just like we are, and you depend on that app. So Kevin came all the way back home. We waited hours and hours, and then, like he said, he called, and we went all the way back over there and came back. So, sometimes that happens, but I wanted you to be aware of it. So I will have a close-up picture of these for you at the end, and thanks for watching.